Good morning, everyone. It's Christina, and I'm back with day 21 of our countdown to Christmas. Yesterday, I'm sorry, I apologize, my battery died on my camera. So all I did after we got done was I went through and I fixed all my tags and got them with their little tabs put on the top. Okay, so we're going to start on my sister's page. We only have 3 pages left to go, so we're going to put this upside down. This is 2 inches by 8 1/4, and on the 2-inch side you score it at the 1-inch mark, and then tape both sides really good. When I have something that's going to be moving, I like to use extra tape, because it's interactive, and it's okay. Then this is going to go like this, and this is just going to give my mama that pocket to put stuff that only is from my sister here. We already did my page, and then we'll do my brother's page before we go to the bottom, to the last page of our album. Okay, we're going to line this up on the paper here. And then remember, I had made these little banners. I made 2 for each one. And they are just to say 8 1/4, because that's what they needed to be, by 2 1/4, and then all I did was just cut me a little banner-like shape out at the bottom. And I inked my edges on all the pattern paper. All right, I'm going to put this one up here because it's the one her name is going to go on. We're just going to go right off the edge, leaving just about a 1/8 of an inch, and then go all the way to the edge of the envelope. Same with this one, only it's going to go down at the bottom, and it will have her tag, her journaling tag. I am so behind for Christmas. I've got to start my brother's gift. We'll probably do that on another video this evening. It's going to have to be a 2-part video because it has to dry before we go to the second part. Okay, this one is going to go down here up against this, leaving about a 1/8 of an inch or so, but making sure you cover those holes like that. All right, now we can close this up. Alright, now here's our little journaling tag, and it is 3 inches by 4 inches, and then I just used my We Are Memory Keepers corner crop thing, whatever it's called, Crop-A-Dile, and did my corners on the deco. This one I messed the tape up on. Going to press that down with my thumb. Okay, this is just going to go right here, and I don't want it going off the bottom. I just want it right there. Alright, now we're going to do my sister's name, and I'm going to open a new one because her name has C in it also. For some reason, my daddy thought it would be cute to name me and my sister with the exact same initials. So, my name is Christina Lorraine Morris, and then Beebe because I got married. My sister's name is Kathleen Louisa Morris Merrill because she got married. And I'm going to put her full name, her full Kathleen, even though we don't call her that. We call her Kathy. Now on my brother, what I'm going to do is just put his Scott, his middle name, because nobody but the doctor calls him Gordon. That's his name, is Gordon Scott. And don't let my mama hear you call him Scotty. She will come unglued. I'm trying to remember how to spell my sister's name. Oh, I should have put some glue under these. Darn it. I'll probably have to go back and pull them up and do that. I can't remember if there's something between the H and the E and the L. I guess that tells you how much we don't call her that. We don't even write it. I'll have to call her later to make sure I spelled it right. That is sad. Really sad, isn't it? But I have to pull these up anyway and put, they're crooked, and put glue on them. So I'll be fixing those in a little while. They won't be staying crooked like that, I promise, because I got to put glue under them. Okay, now we're going to flip this open, but I got to try to figure out how to get this where you can see what I'm doing. Okay. What I did was I cut this piece of paper out, this pattern paper. It is 6.5 by 8 1/4. And it's just going to cover this and kind of hide our little seam there. The edge of our little seam. Make sure the pattern's going the correct way for when it's folded down. Okay. Uh-oh. What did I do with her stuff? What Scott's stuff is? Oh, here it is. Okay, so this is a 3 1/4 by 5 1/4 for the 3 by 5 photos. I'm just going to plop this down. And I'm trying to keep the pattern kind of like what I did on mine, but if it's off a little, that's okay too. And then here's her Santa Claus that I cut out for her. I have to bling this up. I can't remember what I did. Go back and look at mine. Okay. Now her Santa's list is going to go on this. And this is 3 1/4 by 5 1/4. And it's going to go... And y'all can be proud of me, I don't have an avalanche on either side. I just have the stuff for this album here until I'm done, and then I can get rid of some of it, the pieces I know I'll never use again, and then I have... I think I'm going to put that straight so they don't overlap. Maybe cockeye this one a little. Okay. So I have cleaned up my desk somewhat. There's still stuff on it that doesn't belong, or my table. I don't use a real desk. I use one of my craft tables. And remember, you want to leave some on the top and the bottom. This is where that heart one's going to go as soon as I get it. I haven't brought it out yet. put it up, my bling container up, and I didn't get those out. Okay, I'm just going to put that like that. Oh, I got to get my washi tape down first because that's going to go over that just a little. Oh, there it is. Let's see what this is because I don't remember what I said. 8 1/4. Okay. So I'm going to come out here. And I'm going to put my washi tape down. And then use my Tim Holtz ruler on the slanted side. Line up with the 8 1/4 mark. And rip it up so I get it. I had torn a little bit of this off for something else, for a card that I made for a friend, to give a thank you card I made for a friend. And so I am going to have to cut my end before I put it down. I didn't put my glue down either. Where did you go, glue? I can't find my glue. I just moved it. Alright, so it's going to have to be the score tape. Because remember, washi tape is not made to be a permanent tape. Although it will damage your paper like a permanent tape. I'm going to have to recut that. Alright, let me recut this. Oh, and you can cut your score tape with this edge too and get a clean edge. I don't know if I told y'all that or not. I just normally don't. I normally just use my nail. We want to make sure this goes over the paper just a little bit. Line up on the end here. Go over that paper just a little bit. The edge right here. That's why I put some tape there. Some of the double-sided tape. Too much of score tape on the end down here. When you do that, it's hard to get that up. But I don't want it to stay there, so I'm going to tell y'all, I've told you this before, I would lose my head if it was not attached to my body. And I'll get that up in just a second. I got to get this down. Okay, so now we're going to put our Santa's list where we kind of angle. And if we take the corner of that, that's fine. I'm not going to be upset with that. Let's see if my adhesive remover will get score tape. I don't think it does. Wrinkle out of there. No, it doesn't. There they are. Alright. Well, I thought I had it. Alright. Let me get quiet long enough on that. Alright, so we need to do our blinging up on my sister's album. Let's see what we did over on mine. Okay, we put that, those. Okay. Find my little dot. Okay, what I'm going to do is get this album where y'all can see what I'm doing. I'm going to go ahead and just put a dot of glue in my corners, one at a time. Well, let's do two. Now let's just go ahead and do all the corners, since we have the glue down to the bottom. And then I'm going to cut, because all I have for the little ones left is this little strip. My brother will probably, I don't know if he's going to get red or if I'm going to do a different color for him. Probably going to do a whole different color for him. Oh, come on. Why do we have to be so difficult? I need one of those everything tools. I know I keep saying that. One of these days I'm going to buy me one. Just not today. I spent way too much money on the sale. Oh, well, I'm trying to put that in there upside down. Get it flipped over again. Alright. Now we got it. Sorry it's taking me so long, y'all. Alright. Oh. These things anymore are so tiny and are so hard for me to work with. Alright. There are those done. Let me grab that heart right quick. I'm going to need to grab the other one for my brothers too while we got this open. My bling container. Now that I'm looking for it, I probably won't be able to find it. There's one. Thought that they were in here together. Alright. So Scott may get something else. Not the heart. Okay. So Kathy's heart is going to go. Nope. Why did I set that up? I need that back. I wanted to make sure I put glue on all of this stuff. Okay, and I'm not going to be like everything. I'm just going to dot some of this glue around. Or not, depending on how it comes out. Okay, and the washi tape. The art glitter glue will dry clear. It does leave like a little stain though, and this came out super fast. I didn't want it to come out that fast. I guess because I'm having to tap it, it's coming out fast. Alright. I'm just trying to blot up some of that excess glue. Okay, so yeah, the glue made a mess. This will be my sister's page, and then I'm gonna have to let that dry a little. So I'm gonna turn the album this way to kind of get Scott's page. So that y'all can see it. And again, I put his stuff in here. Oops, something bent. Okay, we have another hinge that's the same size as the last one, 2 inches by 8 1/4, scored on the 1 inch mark on the 2 inch side. We're going to flip our envelope over. We're going to put the hinge against the edge, but not on the edge. And cover those holes up. Since those holes are really for a... Oh, I put it on the wrong side. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Okay. Whew. Thought I put it to flipping the wrong way. Okay, so this is going to be tricky for me because I don't want to get those pages stuck with that glue. Alright, so we're going to come to the edge of our pattern paper and put this down. Then we got our two banners. Fuzz sticking to me. Well, that glue is all over my fingers, so everything is wanting to stick. Alright, this one is going to be my bottom banner. So I'm going to butt up against the edge of this envelope. And I like to try to leave about a 1/8 of an inch space, but if it's a little shorter, that's fine. And we're going to just cover up those holes right there. Okay, here's my other one. And this one's the same size. It bent, but and it's going to go on this side. A little closer than that. Okay, and this is the one that's going to have my brother's name on it. And I'm going to grab me a paintbrush because my glue is dripping everywhere. And I'm going to do my brother's name in gold. He's the only boy, so... And we're just going to use Scott for him, not Gordon. He doesn't go by Gordon. That's my daddy's name. He's named after my dad. It's not what my dad wanted. I don't think he wanted Scott named after him, but he was overseas. He was trying to get back to Texas where my brother was born because my mom had complications with my brother. My brother was a twin, and she had lost the twin, and they had her stay on bed rest, trying to keep from losing Scott, which I thought if you lost one twin, you lost them both, but she didn't. But there were all kinds of complications during her labor, so my grandmother was there, and she had to make the decisions because my daddy was overseas, because he was in the Navy. And they had to bring him home, but he didn't get there in time to make any decisions. And so my grandmother had to make the decisions. Luckily, Dr. Kumar, the one who delivered my brother, did an awesome job because they both lived. Scott's head had hardened inside. I guess from the twin or something. I'm not sure. I was pretty young when Scott was born. Flat C's big compared to the others, isn't it? I'm going to clean my thing up before I put any more glue in it. Okay, so just going to put the T. And this is how I should have done my sister's, was with the glue. And I'll have to go back and pull her name up. and redo it, because it's not going to stick. These are really old stickers. Okay. Alright, looks like our glue has dried on Kathy's page. So, I'm going to fold my album up so it's easier for me to work. Okay, now, golly, that C is huge. They're both of that size. Alright, so we're gonna, why are we having problems folding? Something to do with the other side. Alright, now we are going to put our eight and a quarter by 6.5 piece of pattern paper on. And when you do yours, you may not have the exact same these pockets. You may not be able to find the exact same ones I used. I bought these for a special project and it didn't need all of them. And I'm not sure if I bought them online or if I got them at Hobby Lobby. So what you would do is you're just going to measure the length and the width. I'm going to have to get something to go right there. That's going to drive me crazy. Alright, let's go ahead and get our washi tape out of the way while the glue's still dripping. We need it at 8 1/4. I'm going to take this apart and wash it with soapy water before I put more glue in it. Hot soapy water. This is why I don't like to work with washi tape. But I didn't want to have to cut a bunch of paper, which I should have done. Okay. We're going to put our 3 by 3 1/4 by 5 1/4 inch mat on this side. Put our Santa picture down. I just cut these out of the paper, and I just picked the one with the little boy dancing around with Santa for Scott. He'll like that. He'll think that's really cool. Okay. Let me see, what bling am I going to use for him. I don't want to use that red. I don't think that green really needs to go there. Oh, it might show up. Let's see. Or I have the gold pearly looking ones. So I'm just going to put one of each on here and see what I like before I glue it down. I think I'm going to go with the green, just because I like the pearls better on it, but I didn't use pearls anywhere else. Alright. I got just enough more glue. I don't want to fill it up because I'm wanting to clean this tip. Glue's got my fingers nasty. I'm picking up everything. Okay, come on. Let's have just a little more. I just got this one and one other to do. And then I don't think there's any more photo mats. Just leave it on its side and see if it'll help keep it down there for a little bit. Alright. We're going to put this down. And this is a 6 1/4 by 4 1/4 mat. And we're just going to plop this down. Right there. No, what? Right there. And let's go ahead and get these on. Not that one is going to be covered. Alright, now I can go wash this when we're done. Don't think I need it for anything else. Trying to get some of that glue off my fingers. Let me tell you what, when you craft with me, you it better like to get dirty. Get your fingers all messy. Alright, now we're going to put this down and then put our Santa's list on top of it. And I don't have another one of those heart things, but I can't find it. So I'm going to have to do something else for the top of Scott's. Okay, I'm going to turn this way for just a minute to make it easier for me to get to. See, I think I might add this to Scott's. Measure that. But I'm just going to put it on the top, not the bottom. And I'm just going to run me a little piece of adhesive because I don't think I have enough glue to do it. Oh, my son's no, he's not. I drove his car last night. I forgot the Kino. Okay, there's Scott's. And let our glue dry. Okay, this is what we have left. Okay, I want to get my 2 belly bands done first. I'm going to glue dry so I can put you up. Okay, so I just did 2 belly bands, and they are cut out at 10 3/4 by, I think, 2. Yes, by 2. And on the 10 3/4 inch side, you're going to score it a 1/2 inch. You're going to flip it so that you're on the 10 3/4 inch side and score it a 1/2 inch again. And that gives you a belly band. Then you're just going to line it up with your paper where you want it positioned. And then line it up with that edge. And there's your belly band. And then I only decorate the top one because the tags hide the bottom decoration. The bottom, it'll hide the one that's on the bottom that I use as the bottom anyway. So in this one, I just think I cut it out to be exactly the same so that I just have a strip going across like that. And let's get this belly band on. It's the same. Well, I didn't tape it. Now right here, I could step in and make this a stacked belly band very easily. Be just like we did when we stacked the pocket. We put the stacked belly band inside the pocket. I would just come in and I would decide how far down, and I think I'll go ahead and do that just to show y'all and make this a stacked belly band. is I'm just going to cut like this and like that to give me a little area that just slides in. Unfortunately, I don't know what side where I cut at. I cut at 1, 2, 3/4 of an inch. So, I mean 3/8 of an inch. So, oh no, no, no. Let's see. I cut at 1.5 inches. So on here, I want to make my mark at 1.5 inches. Take this little pin and make me a little pin mark right there at the very edge. So I went from the top and measured the 1.5 inches on this one. Okay, then you're just going to remove your tape backing. And then this is just going to slide into that, but under, you want this to line up with the edge like the other one. Same with over here. Just going to slide until you butt up against the top band, and that gives you a stacked belly band. Now, I changed the matting, the tag in one of the tags in these, because I kept messing that one up. I kept putting it on the same side, so I just went with 2 of these and used it on, and cut it a little bit and used it on the other one that I messed up yesterday. So this is going to be 8 3/4 by 8 3/4, and it's going to be my back tag. Then I have 2 that are 4 3/4 by 7 1/2, so that I can make up a good part of this distance. These will fit. This one may have to scoot over a little more. And that gives me 3 nice size tags for my mama in my belly band. And that's all. That's where I'm leaving this page. Then we have this that comes down and closes. Okay, I think Scott's glue may be dry enough that I can swap my book back. My coffee out of the way. Okay, now we got our book back where it needs to be. Where did I set those 2 pictures? Okay, these go this way. Sorry. That's what happens when I'm trying to work in a wrong angle. So that's the top. This is the bottom. This is the way it should be. Okay. So our tags are going to go up this way toward Scott, and I did him backwards too, as far as this goes, because, and the Santa, when you flip it, it should be facing this way, and I'll have to go in and fix that. But y'all don't need to really watch that because it may be ugly by the time I get done fixing it. Okay, so there's that. Now, I had 2 Santa papers cut. Oh, right there. And my cheers. There's the rest of my cheers, though. It was right up there with it. There they are. Okay, so these 2 papers are going to go on the inside because we need to hide those magnets. And these are 4 3/4 by 5 3/8. I don't know why it's got a weird sizing, but that's what it's cut out. Oh, I know why, because this is a scrap piece. It's not exactly cut correctly. I didn't have enough of the paper left. So it's going to have a little extra on the top and bottom. But that's alright. I'm okay with that. It don't look too bad. Especially since I kept going with the flaps on this and didn't stop to think that that's all the paper you have. Okay, and we're going to flip these so that they close. And then here, I cut some little tags out. These are stickers that are in the sticker set that comes with this. Where did my 2 little sheets go, though? Oh, here they are, my 2 stripes. So, I am going to put a stripe on the outside edge. Mainly because there's a stain on this piece. And I'm not sure what it's from. And it goes top to bottom. Same on this outside edge. And these are just 2 strips that I had. They were cut this size. I just cut them to match the length. But the width, it had been cut out of something when I did that page or something. And they just happened to be perfect for it. So now I'm wanting to make a banner. And I didn't check this out, so this may not work because this may not be, they may be way too big. Okay, so I want to do something like that. Scoot this up more, though. I think I'm going to like that. And I need some washi tape. I mean, not washi tape. Some twine. But I don't know that I want to use this green twine. I think I have a red one here somewhere, too. Unless I put it up. Alright, we're just going to go with the green. This video is going way longer than I had planned, and I'm so sorry. So what I'm going to do, because I probably should have hid my banner under this, is I'm just going to knot this couple of times in the same spot. So I have a good knot, and then I'm going to attach it right here, the edge of this. And I probably need my art glitter glue for that. Alright, I just have 2 more little places. Come on, art glitter glue. I know you got some in there. There's clinging to the sides. Alright. I want to make sure that my knot goes with this is going downward. Okay. Measure out how I'm doing this. And yes, I'm going to have to cut it to open it. So you know what? I should just go ahead and do that. No. I'm not going to go ahead and do that, I don't think. Go ahead and get my knots done. Okay. Now, what I'm gonna do is put my stickers down first and then cut my center. I'm gonna be using these stickers to hold this in place. Since I'm not out of art glitter glue, I just am out in that bottle and I need to clean it. So I want mine to go right over so that it helps hold this in place. Okay, then I'm just going to cut right here, my center. Oh, I should have waited and put this down first, darn it, so that it stayed the same. Okay, y'all don't cut it till you get all your letters down, all your little banners. Okay, now other than fixing that other side and adding that washi tape, this is our album. Alright, I'm going to do a quick walkthrough. Get all this tape stuff off. Let's close all this up the way it goes. Although I got to fix this one, y'all. Just remember that. Okay, so we start with our album like this. I almost stuffed it too much for a flip album. Okay, we have a place for 3 pictures, one of each of us kids, and then we have a saying and a sticker. Okay, then we open this up, and we have a place for journaling and a place for a photo. We have a little, let's see, you can just slide a photo down in there. Then you open up, and you have a place for 3 6 1/4 by 4 1/4 photos and a journaling spot. It flips again, and we have our pocket, which is tied with the ribbon, that has the tag that needs, oops, let me hit the light. Okay, so I'm glad I did the walkthrough because I did not realize this one didn't have its little rhinestone. Okay. Come back and tie that. And then here we have the big pocket here, which you can also, there's probably room to stuff a few other little things in there if you wanted. We have the photo mat, and we have a pocket here that has a magnet to keep this from falling out. Okay, then we open up, and in the center we have the plastic envelope, which it stole some dots. Okay, I'm going to have to come back and fix that. Where'd that one go? I don't have no more of them. I did not art glitter glue those down, that's why. Then we open it up, and Scott's name should be, we should be able to read Scott's name. So it should be up here. Everything should be, all of this is going to have to be flipped over. But she's got a pocket and places for photos of Scott. She's got a pocket for me where she can tuck things that I've made or whatever in there, and a journaling spot, and I didn't put Scott's journaling spot there. I got to do that. And then a place for photos, and if she remembers what some of my Santa list was when I was younger. Then you flip, and you have the same for my sister down here on the back of my page. And in our center, we have our cheers. It flips open. We have our Santas. We have our belly bands, stacked belly bands with the 3 tags. So that's this side. Now, on the other side of the center, we have almost, not even close to identical. We have a place for 2 photos and some journaling. We have a place to stagger some photos. And then we have a waterfall and a place for a couple photos right here. And our waterfall photos can be 6 by 4 by 6 because there's 6 1/4 by 4 1/4. I'll just come back and do that. Okay, then we open up, and we have another big pocket with a tag, and we have 3. We have a pocket and a stacked belly band inside. That's not a pocket, that's a belly band. So that we could have a big tag right there. Okay, and then here we have our twist, this twists down, and we have our flaps with some photos right here and 2 huge tags inside there. And we put that back, and it holds it in place. Yeah, I almost overstuffed this. Then we flip to the back, and we have a magnet holding this in place. This is going to go right here. So let me go ahead and do that. Okay, so I used Stickles and stickled him up. I used the diamond stickles on the white of his hat and his cuff, his beard, and his outfit. I used the frosted lace. Same with here. I used frosted lace. And then I use frosted lace on the Joyful. So we have a place for a photo here. And this waterfall gives us plenty of journaling and photo opportunities. And then the bottom tag right here, this lifts, and we got this opens, so she has a place for photos as well as journaling. And on this side, we are going to put this jolly old Saint Nick right there. And then I have to go back and I have to put my washi tape to hide those. Let me get this down right quick so y'all can see the full effect of the album. Okay, so then we have our Santa there. And I did the same with him here. The band on his hat and his sleeve is done with the diamond. And then the rest is done with the frosted lace. And there is our album. I think my mom is going to love it. I know she'll love it. And I just have to fix those one areas, and there it is. And that is day 21's video.